What up, everybody? This your boy KO.
Let's take this ride. This is my interview with life.
In the car, I got
Brian,
what it do? What it do?
slow motion, baby, slow motion.
Hey, Brian, man, I can film you. I got the right to film you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I can share this with people for perspective.
Absolutely.
All right, that's what's up. Hey, listen, just to jump right in there, Brian, man, he was telling me that he been through a lot in his life, but I love this energy, and man, he has a really good story to tell people about overcoming, and you know what I'm saying. Hey, go ahead and just tell him, man. Tell him what you told me, and I was like, for real? And he was like, yeah, and I was like, for real? And he was like, yeah, and I was like, for real?
I was like, yeah. So look, check me out, bro. So like, getting Ubered on my way to work, and we was inquiring about my job and where I work at. I work at a detox house, and working at this detox house, he asked, "Well, you got like people recovering from stuff like drugs and mentally?" I'm like, "Yeah, well, I'm recovering from drugs. I was a meth addict, IV user for about 10 years, 10, 15 years, homeless for years, been to prison 5 times. And today I am 10 months and 26 days clean."
Mad props to you, brother. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Bro, I am so proud of you, bro. I am so proud of you. And let this be a success story to anybody who's going through addiction. You can change, you can overcome your circumstances, and we out here to support you. And I love you for that, bro. Hey, so what I want to do is I want to get into. Can I ask you what drove you to that? What introduced you into that lifestyle, if you don't mind me asking?
I don't mind at all. So I'm about to get real honest, right?
Be honest with me, bro.
Be real honest.
Be honest, bro. This is an honest car.
That's I like that.
This is an honest ass car, bro.
So when I was 15 years old, I got kicked out of my parents' house.
Okay.
And when I got kicked out of my parents' house, I used to lie to people and tell people that I got kicked out because I came out to my parents, and my stepdad said that he did not want a gay person living in his house.
Oh, man.
That was a lie.
Okay.
A flat out lie. What it really was is that I got kicked out because I stole $10 from my sister and went and bought some weed for my brother, and my brother told him. And so my parents told me, get out, go get the money, and don't come back until you got the money.
Okay.
But all I heard was get out.
That's all you heard.
That's all I heard was get out.
Hold that thought. We're gonna come right back.
Like, share, subscribe.
Okay, we back at it. I had to do something. But you said all you heard was get out.
All I heard was get out. Get your stuff and get out. So I got out, and I did not come back for years. As a matter of fact, since that day, I've only stayed the night at my mama's house one time. Since that day. And I'm 35 now.
Okay.
So I got out, and I lied because I would rather people hate my stepdad over a lie than know the truth about me being a thief.
Right.
And so I was in a state of running. And I kept running and I kept running. I wanted to run for myself in reality.
Right.
So that's when meth came into the picture.
Okay. And what age did you get introduced to that?
I got introduced to meth at 17 years old.
17 years old.
17 years old.
Who introduced you?
I'm not gonna put his name out there.
You don't have to.
I'm not gonna put his name out there, but
it was a person. It was a guy that introduced you to
absolutely, yes.
All right.
Yes.
Okay.
He told me about it. I went to his house one day, and him and his friends was shooting up, and I was like, "Hey man, let me try that." He's like, "Man, you don't want to try this to ruin your life." And I'm like, "Man, I'm good. Like, let me try it, dog." I was begging him.
Right.
And he was like, "No, bro." For like 20 minutes, he finally gave in, and he gave me my first shot.
Right.
And sadly spoken, it was love at first shot.
Love at first shot. That's a hell of a phrase, man. Damn.
Yeah.
And that, and a lot of times I hear people talk about how that first trip, they say you chase that high.
Right.
That first high was like, that's the one you were chasing.
Absolutely.
So you chase that high, right?
Absolutely.
So your family dynamic was that you had a mom, you had a stepfather, but you probably hated your stepfather. Did you
Couldn't stand.
couldn't stand him? Right, right. So, so what did so after you got addicted to it, that's when stuff really started to spiral out of control.
Yes.
All right, cool. So what happened after that? What you started living on the street after that, or you never went home? Make a right or a left?
I left.
I left. So you never went home and told your parents like, "Hey, look, I'm strung out. You know what I'm saying? Can I get some help?"
The shame and the guilt.
The shame and the guilt.
Shame and guilt are like chains, bro. They will hold you captive to your situation, your environment, to where you're at. And my shame and my guilt held me captive in the streets, sleeping behind dumpsters, breaking into people's cars just to sleep in them. I used to sneak in people's houses while they were asleep, sleep on their floor, wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning and leave.
Man.
Yeah, it was I was out there, bro. So my shame and guilt helped me out there, make a right at this stop sign.
Man, I am so, once again, I want to tell you, man, I'm so proud of you, man, because I hear you say that you made your own decisions, you know what I'm saying? And I'm glad that you took accountability for that. Absolutely. Right? But drugs, where am I going?
Keep going forward.
Keep going straight.
Yeah.
Drugs is our way of sedating ourselves. It's an escapism involved in that. And like you said, that it replaced your family.
Yes.
Drugs really replaced your family. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, so where are you now? What's going on now? What would you tell people that are addicted to meth? What would you tell them? What would be some advice that you would give them?
I would tell people that are addicted to anything, not even just meth.
Okay.
Let's say any.
Okay,
any
that's
type of
safe.
substance,
That's safe.
anything.
That's safe.
I would tell them their current decision does not define who they are.
I like that.
It does not define, because we're built in a world to where they say you are your choices, right?
Right.
You are your situation. You are the product of your environment.
Right.
And I am here to tell them that is not what they were created for. That does not define them. I have a God that speaks over me, that tells me that I'm bigger than my situation, that I'm bigger than my decisions, I'm bigger than my sin, I'm bigger than my addiction. First off, the first thing that I am that's bigger than that, I'm a child of God.
That's right.
And so knowing that, now that I know that, I embrace that fully. But there's some people who don't know that out there.
Keep going straight.
Keep going straight. Yeah, keep going straight. And to them, keep going.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Keep going. So that's the reason why I do this, right? The reason why I have these conversations in the car, and I call it my interview with life, is because I need to hear different perspectives from people, because that enriches your experience on this planet as a human, right?
Absolutely.
You need to know, we need to start to empathize with each other and know how to be there for one another. Yeah. We just kind of crash into each other culturally, right? Your situations kind of crash into other people right here.
Yeah.
All right. Your situation just kind of crashes into people, and people don't know. They don't know. They prejudge you, and they don't know what's going on with your situation. They don't know how you got to a point to where you was at. They don't know if you was abused or not. They don't know if you was raped or not. They don't know if you were left for dead. They don't know any of that. They don't know the circumstances. This is a house right here.
This is the house right here.
Okay. They don't know any of your circumstances, right? Yeah. So what I do is I break down those barriers in socialization to prevent people from having forced societal perceptions of each other.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Let's treat each other like people. Yeah. Let's treat each other like humans. You know what I'm saying? I like what you said. You said, what did you say? People think, we live in a world where people think that your circumstances define who you are. Right? But you can change.
Yes.
You can always change your circumstance.
Absolutely.
You don't have to stay confined to that addiction.
Right.
You can fight through it.
Right.
Right?
Absolutely.
I'm really inspired by you today, bro. You was my first interview today.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? You talking about, I'm about to go to work. I told him, I said, you ain't got no job, Tommy. You ain't got no job, Tommy.
Damn, Tommy.
Damn, Tommy. You ain't got no job. Right? So,
hey, you know what? I'm going to take that a step further, though. I don't have a job. Bro, I have a purpose. You right. I'm gonna take that a step further because let me tell you, let me give you a tidbit here.
Okay, let's take the journey.
10 months ago, I came to this exact same house to get clean. I came through here. And now here I am 10 months later working there. I am living in my purpose. Everything that I went through, all the homelessness, prison bits, fighting people, needle junkies, hanging around with dirt legs, all this craziness that I went through was the catalyst to step into my purpose of working with the junkies and the dirt legs and everybody that's just been in the same circumstances that I was in. So this is not a job. When I wake up and I get dressed and I jump fresh and I'm listening to my music, I'm jamming, I call my Uber and I get in the car, I'm on my way to my purpose. I'm living in purpose. So you're right.
You are an overcomer. You are an overcomer. I want you to understand something. I don't think that anything happens on an accident.
I believe that also.
I believe that everything happens for a reason. A year ago, I was in a really bad car accident. I showed you that, right? Where somebody hit me going over 100 miles an hour head on in my truck and put me in a wheelchair. Wow. Before then, I was making $119,000 a year. My film company in Georgia was doing all right, but the car accident adversely affected my finances and it changed my trajectory, but not in a bad way. It catapulted me into my purpose. I started this interviewing with life because of it. And because of that, I am in the car with you.
Come on now. Come on now.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Yes.
You inspired me today to be a better version of myself.
Yes.
Hey man, hey listen, tell somebody that's suffering from addiction in the St. Louis metropolitan area where they can come to meet you and hear your story and get in the same position that you are.
Check me out, everybody. My name is Brian. I'm out here in Southside St. Louis. I work on the north side. I'm in my purpose on the north side St. Louis. I stay off Macklin and Arsenal in a sober living house called Recovered. That's RECOVET. Look it up. My name is Brian Powell. Okay, I got so many social media. I have so many platforms. TikTok, KingB_Royal P. Find me if you want to get clean. If you want a new life, you can reach out to me, and I'll get you the help because the help is available. We're here. We are here. Hit my line. Let's go.
I'm gonna have to bring you with me all the time. You're supposed to be with me every day. I'm about to pick you up. To be continued. You're gonna see from him again. Him and I are gonna do something big together. Hey, and like I tell everybody, all my people when they get out the car, man, I love you.
I love you too, bro.
I love you, bro. Straight up.
Thank you, bro.
Hey, we coming back?